back, everybody. Now, the budget and the wedding invitations can get pretty tricky.
Well, I'd have to agree with you too. And so, why not make it easier on yourself? Experts say you'll be a much happier newlywed if you do not make the wedding invitations on your own, Julie.
You're very adamant about this rule, so this has got to be good.
I know this already. So, engaged couples, listen up, watch, and learn. Here's our very own lovely Rachel Lee.
Every wedding has a signature, the invitations, the place cards, and that's often the only thing your wedding guests take with them forever. So today we'll show you how to make it count without any headaches or last-minute disasters. I have the wedding invitation gurus here right in the studio, and one of them just happens to be a newlywed herself, Nancy Kirk and Jessica Kirk from The American Wedding. Welcome. So first of all, Jessica, congratulations on your wedding.
Thanks.
But Nancy, let me start with you. What's the number one most important thing to remember when it comes to your own wedding invitations?
Do not do it yourself. Just leave the invitations to the professionals.
So why?
No matter what, it's going to cost more money, more time, more effort than you ever thought was possible. You want to just make sure that you have the right quality paper and printing processes you just can't get from a store like Kinko's or Staples, because that's the first thing that your guest truly sees is your invitation in the mail. So you want to make sure that you're setting the tone for your wedding.
Jessica, remind us of the proper etiquette when it comes to sending out your wedding invitations. How far in advance did you send them out?
You really want to give yourself plenty of time. There's a lot that goes into your invitations. You want to make sure you have enough time to get your guest list together, get your theme and your colors ready. And then once you have that, you can order your invitations and look for the ones you like about 4 to 6 months before your wedding. And then after that, you have stuffing of the envelopes and addressing, and it takes a little while, so you want to make sure you give yourself plenty of time. The American Wedding actually does offer an assembly service and an addressing service. Some people want to do it themselves, some people want other people to do it. It's easier to have other people do it.
Yes, definitely.
There's so much going on when it comes to weddings, so one less thing to worry about.
Exactly, you want to be stress-free, so then you should send. Yeah, it always does. And so then you send out the invitations about 2 months before your wedding.
Nancy, when it comes to trends, what are some of the things you're seeing with wedding stationery design?
We are seeing a lot of the vintage and rustic. That's still going pretty strong. Color palettes are like neutral, woodsy. We still have a lot of pale pinks and things like that. Maybe have like a lace or a burlap embellishment. Chalkboards, still huge. And then we also are seeing a lot of foily, coppery tones. And then the paper is actually changing a little bit. It used to be just kind of a plain Jane type of paper, but now we're actually getting really thick cardstock that makes a really good impact when you get the invite in the mail, and some shimmery papers and things like that.
Jessica, I know you have some gorgeous photos from your own wedding. Why is a wedding stationery theme so important, and what was your wedding theme?
Well, I went with the vintage look. Like you said, that's still pretty big. I had pale pinks and golds in my wedding invitations. Yep. I went with a letterpress invitation on a heavier cardstock. I really wanted to showcase, it gave it that vintage feel that I was going for. But themes aren't really that important. You really just want to make sure that each couple showcases their own unique personality. And that's the important aspect of the wedding invitation.
So ladies, how does a bride-to-be get started in the process? Is it all done online?
Mostly. You can do everything online if you'd like, but we also have catalogs if you're more comfortable browsing through a catalog. So you would start by looking at designs, and then once you find something that you really like, you can order a free sample of it and get it and feel it and touch it and just make sure that's the one. And then from that point, you can complete the order online, or if you feel more comfortable with all the personalization and everything, you can contact one of our invitation specialists.
And the invitation specialists are awesome. They're so much fun. It's a new program we're rolling out for our customer service. And what they do is they can hold the bride's hand throughout the whole thing. Like, we really want them to have a relationship. It's very personal. They'll be with them from step one to the end.
And it's not just the invitations, it's those save the dates, right?
I did do save the dates. I wanted to make sure that everybody could make it to my wedding. Everybody is so busy nowadays that you want to make sure you send out your save the dates about 6 months before your wedding, just to let everybody know that, your dates are coming. Yes, make sure you're there. And then after, of course, there's the invitations, but there's also other things that you'll need. There's a bridal shower, the rehearsal dinner, and then also the day of the wedding, there's many things that I needed. The wedding programs could be very beautiful. I also needed, for the reception, a whole place setting for my tables. I needed table numbers, I needed place cards, menus, all those things just on the day of my wedding. And then of course there's the thank you notes that everybody loves writing. Thank you notes are very important because everybody likes to have a thank you.
Jessica, all the best and congratulations on getting married.
Thank you.
Nancy, thank you so much for helping Jessica with her wedding and for coming on. Now, if people want to get started, brides-to-be want to get started, where can they learn more information?
Well, they can go to AmericanWedding.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we also have a blog that you can look at if you'd like.
And because we're so excited to be here, we have a special offer for the Balancing Act viewers. We are offering a $50 gift card to anyone who is getting married, or if your daughter's getting married, or your friend's getting married.
Cousin, it doesn't matter.
Anybody. You can go to watch our segment on thebalancingAct.com and follow the link, and there will be simple instructions where they can redeem their gift card.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And you can also log on to thebalancingAct.com for our entire You're Engaged series. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.